This is the second in about 14 months ng November 2024. So in a short span of time, dalawang beses na sila magkikita with His Highness, the President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the President of the UAE. And before that, it was 15 years bago uli nagka-visit. No? So tapos biglang magkasunod. Symbolically and substantively, ang laki nung ibig sabihin nun, ano? Not just for the visit itself, but his attendance to the Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week. Pag-uusapan natin dito yan, mga how we deal with climate change, mga sustainable economies, renewable energy, something which are very important also to the Philippines. Alam mo, sinasabi nila, we're one of the most vulnerable countries to climate change. So we need all the help that we can get. But aside from that, we're also here to share what we know para ibahagi at ibida rin natin mga ginagawa natin. Hindi lang, kasi nga, dahil malaki na experience natin dyan, alam na rin natin. No? And we want to share this to the world. And that is a very big forum. No? Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week is annual. And this, I just came from a briefing actually. And there are at least 12 or 14 other heads of state who are coming. In addition to that, yung signing agreements, no? One is the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, which has been negotiated for a long time. We were one of the very first countries to be offered to conclude this agreement, and finally we're doing it. And it just goes to show nag-iiba na rin ang relations natin dito. Of course, we know we have now we just say 1 million Filipinos here. So previously, ang mga agenda natin noon is of Filipino workers, but at least now, marami na tayo na-solve na yan. Yung reforms nila in labor, nakikinabang din tayo. There are over 200 nationalities here in the UAE. So lahat, they want everyone to be equally treated, fairly treated. So nakikinabang tayo mga Filipino dito. And we're thriving and we're succeeding in all categories. No? We have the skilled workers, the professionals, even the humble service workers. And to add to that, alam mo, madami na ngayon mga entrepreneurs and mga creatives. Kasi, this country allows you to open a business even without a local partner. And it has, opened up so much entrepreneurialism from the Filipinos. Kahit salon dyan or restaurant, but even to the bigger consultancy companies, accounting companies, meron ng engineering companies and finance consulting companies. So across the board, ang dami ng mga success stories dito. Creatives, other creatives are making their mark here. But all in all, we are fourth largest community. So throughout these years, pero nandyan pa rin, of course. That's an important pillar, protection and promotion of the welfare of the Filipinos here. No? But because of the status and the how they recognize the Filipino workers here, they're very respected. Talagang mahal nila tayo, madidinig mo yan. Aside from that, we've moved on to other relations na, no? This one, economic relations. This one, I remember, during the November 2024 visit of our President, where he met His Highness, President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, I remember distinctly, sabi niya, Mr. President, our two peoples are very close. We are close brothers, but the level of our economic activity, our investments to you is very far. So that was a very strong signal na he really wanted to increase that. Kasi nga, okay na tayo sa people to people, okay na tayo sa labor and ating migration, and continuous naman ang mga mechanisms natin dyan for dialogue with the Ministry of Human Resources dito, and all other forums or other international forums that are being held here on migration and labor. Okay tayo dyan, and we have a regular mechanism. So now we can move into this comprehensive economic partnership agreement, free trade. No? That's what we're free trade, goods, services, and even people, no? Even persons. Baka yung mga professionals natin, mas madali ng And it's a gateway, a free trade area to the greater GCC, the area, no? Yung kasama Saudi, Oman, Qatar, Kuwait, na very prosperous lahat. Training, exchange of officers, information sharing, kasi they have also a very highly developed defense capabilities here that we can benefit from. Like we also have a security agreement with them. On the civilian side naman, we share information on, for example, terrorism or transnational crime, ganyan, mga drugs, mga trafficking of persons. So, iba na yung level. Ang gusto kong pakita, iba na yung level natin. It's all expanding into previously untapped na hindi natin, kasi nga of course, the focus is on our workers, but now they see that we've elevated our relations, and the second visit of the President in 14 months is proof. The CEPA will be opening so many opportunities, the free trade, and even before that, we have other economic agreements, such as the investment protection and promotion agreement. So it's all building up to fostering more economic exchanges. And as you know, UAE is a very prosperous, very advanced country, and some of the meetings are, I think, with the one that is proposing looking at data centers in the Philippines. One is in energy. And of course, there is even a private agreement that will be signed where a UAE company got the contract to develop some land reclamation in the Philippines. With the CEPA and everything, it will open so many doors and will really bring more investors, more interest back to the Philippines. Our relations are now expanding into previously untapped and unexplored fields like AI. Lahat ngayon, AI na, di ba? Renewable energy na pangangailangan natin, di ba? And the digital economy. And meron tayong mga advantage natin sa Pilipino, baka hopefully, kung dumami pang investment sa atin, baka hindi na rin kailangan ang bansa dito sa UAE, but replicate na rin nila yung buhay nila sa Dubai, sa Pilipinas. Diba? So, I'm positive, and under the leadership of ating Pangulo, no?